Of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
To throw is Darnold. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. Going. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Steps away to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. Detroit.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We got three, fellas. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Conley. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback line.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll run it with Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gone!
Now they try the right side here. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Ryan Shazier in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3-19.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All right, hang on. We'll jump over at halftime. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Darnold. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound good. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
After the penalty, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Gun.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun. Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Darnold on first down. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Green 39!
Now it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Darnold, and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And the Jaguars getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Gun! Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check safety! Check safety!
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Darnold now to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Keep going. Let's go. Lucky 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one go. That's caught inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Gone.
Darnold from the red zone now, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, Darnold. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Leopard! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gone!
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before approaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gerald Everett, 34 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desk. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Detroit!
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, now, lucky 56!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild card game.